my glasses on in case anyone that met me at the reseller meetup didn't recognise me, because I'm usually like this. I can kind of see, but it's all a bit more blurry. I use these for looking at things very, very far away as opposed to things close up. So, they're coming off because my eyes are blurry. I've got my cup of tea. I've had a bite to eat. I run my messages. Hello, hello. Oh, hello, Lex. Nice to see you. Thought you were out teaching. I guess you've got a busy day today. I'm going to try and bring the chat up over here, and I'm a bit crap at this, so excuse me for a moment. My channel live now. Oh, I can't bear watching myself, but at least I can see the chat. Oh, and I don't want to be hearing myself. Let me isn't there? There's nothing weirder than hearing your own voice. Very odd. Well, as promised, I have got a mini haul from the Hitchin away day. It was amazing that 3 of us. Hello Lisa, hello Jill, hello Karen, hello. Chat all over my face. Yeah, chat's all over my face too, but it disappears when it starts rolling. We did actually get some stuff. I walked into a charity. It sounds like a joke. I walked into a charity shop with 2 other resellers, Shelley and Karen. And the interesting thing about going into charity shops with people who are actively reselling, doing a similar sort of thing to what I'm doing, is we all found different things. There were no fights. There were no eye scratchings. There was no fisticuffs, and no general bad behaviour. Well, maybe a little bad behaviour, but nothing horrific. So, and it just goes to show that you actually see different things when you go into a shop. I missed a lovely gold Filofax that Shelley picked up, or Shelsterunia, she's known on here. I also passed up things other people picked up for no real good reason other than it's the mood I was in. Oh wow, Lisa, wow, Pandora bracelet with Pandora marked beads for 99p. I don't think I can top that. It's got to be worth a lot of money. I know there's fakies about. I suppose I've got to show you the very best thing first. The only thing that might undermine these being hugely profitable is they actually fit me. Now, although I'm not actually normally a size 7, in new rock boots, it seems I am. Here they are in all their gorgeousness. Maybe one at a time is better. They weigh a ton. Lovely metal heel. This is a good brand to look out for. And it's the metal heel that's the giveaway. They always have a lot of metal work on them. They are surprisingly comfortable. I don't normally do heels, but they are beast. Mind you, they can't top the ones that light up. These don't light up, Lex. But they are so lovely and tall, and my legs just about fit in them, and I've not got the world's biggest legs, so they're quite narrow. Absolutely beautiful. You may see them, the real big chunky ones. These are very pointy as well. They make my feet look huge. In spite of the fact I have in real life size 6 feet, and although Steve Green thinks I'm impossibly tall, I'm actually only 5'9". I'm not hugely tall, especially compared to my best friend's daughter is 14, and I think she's about 5'11" now. They are a size 7, and they're probably going to be mine. I could wear them if I got in and out of a taxi and didn't have to walk very far. I could probably do it, but the deepest joy of these is they actually haven't been worn. I had a proper look at them, and there is absolutely, maybe a tiny bit of scuffing, but no one's actually been anywhere in them. Yes, I bet you are, Lisa. Maybe you're just all short. No. My husband's 6'4", so I never think of myself as tall. If I stand next to him, that's just not happening. You'll often see these really chunky ones. Yes. Yay, go Lisa. Yeah, you'll see the really chunky, clunky goth ones, and sometimes they have flames up them. And I sold a pair of similar ones, shorter ones, kind of mid-calf ones, a couple of years ago when I first started up, and they were just fabulous. These are just dusty and in need of a nice bit of TLC and a bit of a polish. But I think someone bought them, tried them on, walked around in them for 5 seconds, took them off and went, can't wear those. So that was my benefit. They were £5. In fact, I took the price off because I was going to clean the soles of the shoes. Oh, Shelster, you're lovely. You're so teeny tiny and delicate. Makes me feel like a right monster. I'm always in the way, you see. Most of my family are very small. It's just me. Ugh, and they're heavy. They are fabulous boots, but they're heavy. Sort of looking up comps, they go for... I don't know, Lisa. I haven't really looked into anything because since I got home... Shelley's a beast. Shelley's definitely a beast. Nick, hello. Tat Addicts, you have not seen the pile that I have here. I'm just going through what I picked up at yours when we cleaned out and raided your charity shops, and there was probably still stuff left over. Other things I picked up, well, this might not be all of them because some of them might be in a wash or an iron pile. And I didn't go crazy. I didn't buy every cashmere jumper in sight at Shelsteroonie. We know you're talking about you. But there were a couple of things I kind of had to have. They were spendy, those shops. A bit like being in Tunbridge Wells. They were very expensive, but if you found things that had gone under the radar, there were some good pickings to be had. Now this is, oh, that's as madly purple as it looks on the screen. Everyone knows about your Ralph Lauren jobbies. This is Ralph Lauren Sport, but they're cotton jumpers, and they have a nice bright little horsey logo on. And if they're good quality logo, you pretty much know they're going to be genuine. And the labelling inside, mind you, has this got labels inside? It might not have. God, you know when you go into a jumper and get lost in it? There's a kind of quality to the labels that kind of tells you. I know these are faked an awful lot, but you just kind of know from the feel in a while. And I'm real, yes, hitching goodies from your neck of the woods. We came, we saw, we shopped. We certainly did. And this is before we came to the pub. We shopped before we came to the pub. Hence why we were a little later than perhaps we could have been. But that's a really bright purple one. I haven't got any sold, you know, any prices on these. I've got a bright yellow one, which I think I've sold actually, so they go quick. Right, I'm going to have to start making piles over here. It's mostly clothes, so if anyone really doesn't want to look at clothes, you're in the wrong show. Ooh, a Ralph Lauren down puffer jacket, because the ones with the feathers in really do go for quite decent money. And that Pandora find, well, I want to see evidence and pictures, because that sounds like it's really nice. I've never been into them myself. This little dress here looks nothing particularly special, and plainly the charity shop didn't think so either. Oh God, have I taken the price labels off some of these? I think I paid $4 for this. This is a brand, this is an American brand. I know about this through The Empty Hanger, who I think I mentioned to a couple of the other resellers. She seems to get given bags of stuff by her thrift hunting grandma, but it just gives you a heads up on some brands that are plainly incredibly high end. The bracelet is fake. Oh, okay. I wonder how you can tell. I'm not an expert on Pandora stuff because it's not really my sort of thing. I liked the old sequiny blingy blingy. I thought it might do for a party, although it looks quite summery. But Tory Burch is quite a good American brand, and I think it will definitely get some attention and hopefully sell quite quickly. Now, if you're cleaning a silver bracelet, what you want to do is buy the stuff that doesn't scratch. And oh gosh, Antiques Arena, the wonder that is Walter O'Neill, actually did do a thing about cleaning silver. And I have got some of the stuff, I just can't remember what it's called, because I have to clean all this obviously and things that I wear. And it doesn't scratch and remove layers of silver, because especially if you've got silver plate, which can happen, and you want to clean it up, you don't want to be rubbing away and removing half of it, most of which is what we see in charity shops, that kind of brassy stuff coming through the silver. I can't remember if it's Goddard's, it's one of these things, but it is actually a gentle foaming silver cleanser. It comes with a little foam. It's not like Brasso. Brasso will remove layers of whatever you're cleaning. It's kind of a little pot, and it's got a foam, I think I bought it off eBay actually because I couldn't be asked to hunt it down the shop. It's got a little foam sponge in it, and you just sponge over, foam it up, rinse it off, done. Beautiful, very quick. But do look into it and check out Walter O'Neill's channel, Antiques Arena, because I know he's got a thing up there about cleaning silver gently. And I took his advice because I love silver. Right, obviously I've kept some of the receipts in here. Yeah, good luck, Lisa, with that one. I love these. I love the doors. Just fab. I know I've done quite well with band t-shirts. This is probably not one of them. This is nothing special. Stars and Stripes being a brand, nothing particularly special there. But I may end up wearing that one. What did I pay for it? did I pay £1.49? That seems quite cheap. But the fact that it says an American prayer means I might do a bit of research on that. But I always think with t-shirts, if it's got a nice quality feel to it, a nice thick feel, it's probably something a little better than, you know, the cheap knockoffs. I try to look for things that look a bit official, so maybe that goes with that. The problem is I'd started to file some of my receipts. That's somewhere else, that's somewhere else. And I don't know if I did that with itching or not, or if I kept them to one side because I was coming on here. So there we are. I think that's probably goes with that. So I love a t-shirt. I love a t-shirt. Now this was a fail. Yes, Treasure Pirates can muck up too with the best of them. Whether it's a truly epic fail, I very much doubt it. But I saw this and went, ooh, guess who? Pink Floyd. Because it says Pink Floyd show. However, and I went, oh look, it's got something, it's got it on the back, fantastic. What I think has happened here is this is Brit Floyd, which may be a tribute band, but the quality again of it was incredibly good. You've got Anvil. This brand is a good name in band t-shirts. It's the ones that they use for the original ones. Hello Peter, nice to see you in. And it says made in England, so I think it may be for a tribute band. Gosh, how weird, I didn't even know that happened. I love the design of it, it's a big size. I did pay £5 for it. So your Treasure Pirate may very well be out of pocket on that one, but you know, it's kind of, what do they call it? Swings and something or other, roundabouts, I don't know. You know, it's all balances out. We can all afford a few fails in it. And I don't think it's a desperate fail, because it actually looks, it really feels nice. It doesn't feel like it's been worn. Very nice quality. So there we go, taken in by a logo. Maybe I didn't have my glasses on, perhaps that what it was. Right, another funky brand. This is all still Hitchin. Paid $3.99 for this. In your age concern, Nick, Andrea. This didn't look very much. Oh, DBG, fantastic. Here we go. This is quite colourful, but it's a well-known brand because they're known for being pretty colourful. It's Desigual. It's a Spanish brand. It's got, they always seem to have very different labels, and I'm aware I'm back to front. I'm not sure if I'm back to front with you guys. I probably am. But they often have embellishments like this sort of, you know, sort of stitched on woolly madness. What else have they got? I did see it all earlier. I quite like the colours in this. I like sea blues and things. Not that I necessarily wear them very often, but I like them. There's Desigual there. And there was something else embroidered on it. It's got the sort of pin tucking detail. They're very detailed and embellished. You'll really rarely see a plain one of these. And in fact, the neckline is one of those sort of slightly drop. Not cow necks, but they're sort of loose at the front. Yeah, be good to have a look at that, Lisa. It really would. But Desigual, especially in bigger sizes, is very, very popular. And it's got the long sleeves, so it's very much autumn. I may be peeping at you. Stuffing your face. What are you stuffing your face with? I hope it's tasty. Because why would you stuff your face with something that wasn't tasty? I was watching Caroline Mrs. M's recipe for corned beef pasties. I love her videos. They're different and interesting, and it would never have occurred to me in a million years to make a corned beef pasty, but it actually looked pretty tasty. Kirsten, hello. I will crack on now because I've got a lot, and I know you're all very busy people. You're very, very busy people. Something that's not clothes. This is going to make a horrible noise. I thought, ooh, nice wooden box, and I'm a nosy cow. I like to go and see what's in a wooden box. Oh, sorry, it does make a noise. Right, what we have here, if I can get it close enough to you. Here we go. It's Laguiole. Now, I happen to know this is a very good make of cutlery. There are people out there who are into cutlery, but I'm probably not one of them. It's Steve, my favourite Steve. I hope you've recovered from all of that. Bless you. You behaved impeccably. You were fine, just in case you were worried. Yes, now it's going to be tricky selling a knife on eBay. I'm aware of this. These brands Did I check them out to make sure they were real? To which are we referring? These? I'm pretty sure these are. They're beautifully made. They're all wooden mounted. And you'll know La Guillaume because it has a little, like, looks like a fly in here. I've got friends who bought some back from France. That's why I know about it. It's supposed to look like a flick knife. And although this one's got the cheesy thing on the end, it's for cutting cheese. Who knew? There's certainly a few quid in this. Exactly how many, I'm not sure. I've seen some listed, but not necessarily sold. But I think this is real. It's got a nice little certificate with it. There are fakes of this. Believe people do fake cutlery. Adrian, oh, lovely to see you here. You've got a penknife, like, exactly. They're designed to look a bit like penknives. Absolutely beautiful. I bought these in the RSPCA, and I did pay £4.50 for them, because I'm pretty sure I can get sort of 25 odd on those. And they come in such a nice box. What stopped me knowing exactly how much I'm going to get is I've seen them with plastic boxes, but this is actually a really nicely made wooden box too. Hi Nick, bye Nick. Oh, Nick's busy. Right, bye Nick. If you're going, I must have missed that one. Oh, you're off to grab a late lunch. Yes, not in Wetherspoons, I take it. I'm sure they'll allow us back in one day. Oh, sorry, it keeps beeping. Yes, okay, I'll mark that as red. Let me just get rid of that. Oh. It's my son's school. The parents of year 7 boys in his form have a WhatsApp chat group. I've never known parents worry so much. There's so much. I'm sure they have to worry far more than any of the boys do. But bless them, one of the little sweeties has been taken ill and poorly and had to go into hospital. Not mine, someone else's, and he's going to miss the big school trip this weekend. So it's all a bit gutty. Now this caught my eye. Anyone a Batman fan? Gotham! Yay! It's in quite a decent size, and I think it is actually a man's small jacket. It's not leather, it's vegan leather, as we now call it. Again, I've seen what's advertised as leather versions of this, but this is an official one. It has got all the proper blurb. Sue! Sue! Oh, hello, Sue. Oh, it's so nice to meet you. You're an absolute darling. You know you're the auntie now. You have been designated auntie, a responsible person. You want the Batman jacket? Well, message me, because I haven't really looked into it yet. There are not many of them about. So, and I thought that was so funky. I love weird stuff. What is that? I paid £7 for it. No, hang on. I don't think I paid £7 for it, but I certainly paid some money. I've got receipts coming out all over the place now. Now, I don't think that's absolutely everything that I got from, oh dear, absolutely everything that I got from Hitchin, but it's certainly pretty muchly what I picked up. There might be 1 or 2 things that needed washing or ironing. You went out of 10, left us all to our own devices. Yes, I was packing whilst watching Karen earlier. And it makes the chat so much more fun now I've met everybody, because although we chatted really well before, it's lovely to really feel that you've gotten to know people a bit more. And I'm sure there will be more meetups. I'm absolutely sure of it. The how, the when, the why, the what. Who knows? Yeah. Steve, man. You know, I knew it was all going to go horribly wrong when Steve Green, the amazing Steve Green, started drinking woo-woos. This was this peculiar purple stuff that Karen had ordered, and other people's students soon started lashing into. Very risky. I stick to beer when I'm on a night out because I don't know what will happen otherwise, and it usually involves some vomit. So I do not do risky drinking. No, in fact, I very much enjoyed the Doom Bar at the pub. It was lovely, and the food wasn't that bad actually. I mean, I'd always heard quite bad things about Wetherspoons food, but I'm happy to say I can recommend their pizza and their eggs Benedict, which is what I had for breakfast the next morning. And I think that was when Steve actually got round to eating, which is a good thing. Rohit in the woo-woo. Yeah. Oh, I mean, I had a sniff of it and a sip of it. Well, Adrian, woo-woo is some weird drink that they serve in these big jugs. Pitchers, that's what they call them. And it's kind of involves, I think it was vodka and peach schnapps, and then a huge quantity of some sort of very sticky, sweet, icky. It's like a cocktail, but dear God. Ugh. Oh, Kath, you're still on your way home. Hope you get back safely. That's a very roundabout trip, isn't it? Oh, goodness me. Right. I'm just sort of looking down here thinking, where do I go next? I can show you what I bought today. She says, moving the boots out of the way in case... Yeah. So, to me it was gross, but it was being enjoyed. And when Steve decided to tuck in, I thought... And we're not wise. It's not Guinness. No, Guinness is lovely. Probably very wise, Adrian. Very wise man. I do drink. In fact, according to my t-shirt, which is all back front, I drink and I know things. Things. But as I was told that I was exceedingly tall, I stand up. You can't tell. Most of the height is from the waist down. That's how I look at it. And you don't drink Guinness. Oh, yeah, me neither. Never touch the stuff. I do like it though. I do like a Guinness. Right, some little finds for today, because I don't want to hold you up all day long, and I'm going to at this rate. This was from the Pound Rail. This is a little dress. Obviously, it's probably more summery. Banana Republic, a size 6. Now, a size 6, that's a US, I think, although I'll measure it to check. Banana Republic is a US brand, but it's got some polka dots and it's got pleats. Two things I know are quite in. Also, you're not a leprechaun. Well, that's good to know. I wouldn't pass as a leprechaun either. Ooh, yes, now, again, these were 50p. Now, people keep talking about Wentworth puzzles. I found my first one and it was tiny. But as it was 50p, I thought, I'll give it a go. Southwold Pier RHS. I mean, for 50p, if I get a tenner back on it, I'd be very happy, but I may not. See? You were missed, man. You were so missed. We kept hoping at the last minute that somehow there would be a way. I'm afraid it's closed though, Z. I'll warn you right now. 7'4". I'm not 7'4". I'm 5'9". Well, at least I was when I last looked. I think I've stopped growing at my age. That was a hilarious thing, you see. I went to university aged 18, 5'7", and I came back 5'9". How does that work? On a diet of beer, pasties, chips, curry. Hey, who knows? God knows what will happen to my son. Now, I picked up these because they were on the Pound Rail. I've actually got two of these that are very similar. I don't know how they're going to go, but they're crag hoppers. That little logo is crag hoppers. I don't know, but they were extra large, and I kind of thought, well, it's worth it. Oh, DBG, same height. Excellent. We'll stand next to each other and not look peculiar. Oh dear. So, yeah, for £1, I figured crag hopper stuff. You know, people do go walking. They're short sleeve ones. I've actually got another one in here. Is it the same? It's actually bloody nearly exactly the same. But, you know, when I've paid £1 for something, I don't mind if it doesn't go for a great deal. I just want to keep the listings up and get stuff moving. Yeah, there will be a next time. There will be a next time. I'm not sure if poor Nick and Andrew could really be put through all that again, bless them. I think the stress that Nick went through. He's such a lovely man, but the stress they went through in doing it, I can understand that must have been hard. But I think we left our mark in that Wetherspoons pub. I suspect the silly string is still there now on the fireplace and up in the light fitting. If not confusing all of their staff. Okay, I normally say I'm not buying more skirts, but I picked this one up because it was £1. It's sort of that tweedy stuff. It's got embellishments. Very sequiny. And it's supposed to be a 12 at that. Yeah, it probably is. But it's a 12 regular, so it's not a long one. No good for me then. But for £1, I thought, well, you know, there's a lot of skirts out there, and it's not easy to get decent prices, but, and I've got rather a lot listed that I need to get rid of. This I picked up and I very, very nearly overlooked because it looked too faded, and then I thought, hang on a minute, I think it's supposed to look too faded. All 12 fingers short. I've missed something here. What? What? I'm not sure what the 12 fingers are. That's a little confusing. I'm not sure I want 12 fingers. Joe Brown's, of course, as we all know, but this looked really a bit faded and bashed up, and I thought, oh, it's going to be just mega nasty. But looking at it inside and out, I've got a feeling it's meant to be like this. So it's a Joe Brown's men's quarter zip, and it's huge. Well, I say it's huge, it probably isn't. What have we got here? Oh, it is an extra large. Okay, a bit too big for my husband. And the sleeves probably aren't long enough. But there we go. Just looks very dull, but it's actually a nicer colour in real life. But it has that fadey look, so yeah, worth a closer look. So those were the bits I picked up in, and they were £1 each. Oh, Christ, what have I done? I've knocked over a very small man. See, this is me, and this is Shelley. This is Shasta. She's that tiny. No, she's not that tiny. Oh God, I've probably broken that now. So I was interested in the Wentworth parcels. Oh yeah. There is that thing with people, with petite people, you just want to go and give them a squeeze, and then they'll be saying, for God's sake, put me down. And I suspect my son will be doing that to me one day, and he'll say, for God's sake, put me down. But there you go. Oh, right. I'm trying to sort things into the correct bags. Yes. Excuse the back of my head. I'm going to get very confused here. Okay, moving on. Yesterday, I went to a couple of our hospice in the World shops down this way because, you're getting my elfy ears there, let's leave those out of the picture, shall we? I went to the hospice in the World because they have £2 days, and I knew they were having a £2 day. Where else can you find a leather jacket for £2? This is crazy. This is beige. This is a colour I would never wear. Just not happening because I'm a messy cow and I would throw something down it. But there's not a mark on it. Now, unfortunately, it's not a very well-known brand. It's actually it's not Spanish, it's Canary Islands, something like that. It's a brand from Mallorca, that was right. And it has this amazing lining. Woo! How loud is that? But it is extraordinarily well made, and it's beautiful, so it's got to be worth 20 quid, surely, in anybody's book. And they were originally selling it for £10. So £2 was a bit of a find. So I grabbed that without asking any questions. Right. Other things I grabbed, also £2. They thought they were going to get £6 for this. Bag of cashmere. Oh my God, a bag of cashmere. I hope for your sake it's not got holes in, because I know what it's like. I just like this because of the print, and I know people like a bit of print, but as it turns out, it's not a decent brand at all. And they thought they were going to get 6 quid for it, M&Co. So I paid £2 for an M&Co jacket. But, you know, I think it's a decent enough design where, you know, I'm not going to lose money on it. I probably wouldn't have got it had I known it was M&Co, in all honesty. Oh, bought those, but they don't count. I also picked up something. These are really fiercely loud leggings. Now, they say one size here. They reckon these fit everyone from a size 6 to a 16. Are you kidding? I'd be lucky to get into that. And I'm sort of 12, 14-ish. Anywho, they're quite bold, and they're by a company known as LuLaRoe. Is there fighting going on again? Is there fighting? LuLaRoe is one of those American brands that I think people might like over here. But hey, you know, they weren't desperately expensive. They were in the £2, of course, again. But there's no way those are going to fit anyone bigger than me, that's for sure. So, slightly optimistic. Right, I'm going to go back and look at the chat here. So I'm over here on my computer because something's going on. Oh, Lisa's off. Oh, bye, Lisa. Right, okay. Yeah, the lining is better than the outside. It was the lining that kind of attracted me, it has to be said. Oh, hang on. I've missed something here. There's so much chat. Wow. Beef. I see. Okay, wow. Yes, I'm going to have to wash them. A cashmere aqua scutum coat. Wow. Well, you've got it with the right time of year because I think people will start buying those sort of things. Shelstruni, cashmere, alpaca, merino, all in your honour. You are the queen of cashmere. And knitted goods, but only quality. Now, I picked this up in a fit of whatever. What is it about a £2 day that makes you buy things you wouldn't normally touch? It kind of grabbed my attention. It is gold. There's no two ways about it. And it's a reasonably decent label. This is Philosophy Blues Original. Hang on, am I doing this right? That way. And I believe that it is down and feathers, which is what made me pick it up, because I thought someone's going to pay a bit of money. It's actually a bit tattered than it initially looked. There are some pulls down here. But the belt's present. Someone might think it's kind of funky, and you know, I should be able to get a bit of money for it. Even in the condition it's in, I will declare that it could do with a bit of a dry clean, because it's one you can't wash. Right. So there we go. I wish I wouldn't buy big things though, because space is at a premium, but when I see reasonable coats and jackets at such a small sausage, egg and bacon, who's having that? See? Ah, earlier, okay. Oh, Lex Olive is the calm centre of her universe. Can you be the calm centre of mine? It's all gone a bit crazy over here. I've got a madly busy weekend coming up. Right, what have I shown you, what have I not? Right, this is more from the £2. This is Coast. Most people know what Coast label looks like now. It's all fairly self-explanatory. It's only an 8, but that is beautiful. It's more of a Cadbury colour. You're getting a bit bright on there. A maxi dress, one, and one is sold for quite a decent price, so I should be all right with that. I'll have to go over it and make sure no one's put a hoof through the back of the fabric, because that tends to happen at parties. So alcohol is involved. Ooh, what else did I get? Oh yes, here we go. It's funny, isn't it? They leave the original prices. They wanted, you know, £8 for that, £7.50 for this, and I probably wouldn't have gone there. But this, oh, it's all a bit inside-outy because I was trying to work out where the label was, but it's Marks and Spencer's, and it will look a lot less like a dish rag when I do it up. It's velvet, 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 and it's a jumpsuit thing. Very 70s disco styly. Had the original belt with it. One of the little loops has come loose, so I'll repair that. And I'm sure that will go for reasonable money. It's kind of suitable for those who like to slink around in velvet at Christmas. And I couldn't really walk away from the shirt. It was so bright. Yeah. There is something about Cadbury purple. It works really well on people with dark hair. It's a really good look. Again, they think they wanted £5 for this. I didn't pay it. I paid £2, and it's a Gant. Gant is a good... Are you still arguing with Steelex? Just stop. Cease and desist. Jumpsuits are very in again. I think they're sort of permanently around. This is Gant, and Gant has always done well for me. Particularly the shirts and the jumpers and things. It's a very high quality brand, and you don't see a lot of it about. So I'm hoping to get good money on that, because that's in pretty good nick. It's just nice quality stuff. You can feel it. So that was one shop. So I did go a bit berserk, but obviously everything was only £2 each, so I didn't spend an absolute massive amount. Yes. That's rubbish. Then I went to another shop. At least you're not swearing. I've probably already sworn it already, so I wouldn't worry about it. You know, whilst we were sat in the pub in Hitchin, having a lovely breakfast, I had my funny neighbour up the road email me, message me, WhatsApp me, whatever it is. She's got a thing about me being cruel about my cat, because we can't have a cat flap. It's just the way the house is configured. There's nowhere to put one. And my cats are used to going out at night, but I've got this long-haired cat that's a bit of a tart and likes to go around people's houses. And when he gets wet, he looks incredibly sad, because all of his fur is long, and it just... And she's got this thing that she thinks I'm being terribly cruel to him. He's like, I'm not cruel, I'm a cat lover. And she was giving me so much grief on the phone, I actually just hung up on her. So I want it noted, I'm not cruel to animals. I can't be. It goes against my way of being. I thought that, I tell you, if I felt like giving her a slap. It would have been good. Right, so that last bag I showed you was yesterday, and this is also yesterday. But I was saving them for you guys. Now, was this all £2? Oh, I don't know. I think this was, yes, this was my lovely honey hole I go to after yoga class. This is a jumper and a half. I thought, how funky. It's kind of like someone's remade it, you know, like a repurposed, recycled one. Oh, yeah. As goes and sits on a fence outside this neighbour's window, and she's one of these people that's up at 5 in the morning. So of course he goes and sits there and just stares in at her. And then she's like, oh, he's wet, I'll take him in. And then complains because her cat doesn't like it. It's like, well, you shouldn't take my cat in. I'd let him in at a sensible hour of the morning when I'm up. Yeah, so it's got all these sort of nice embroidered edges. I think someone's worked quite hard on this. And I don't, it's not homemade. I've got to check this label. I don't know if anyone's... Yeah, it's something like sweater purpose. We didn't do cats. Yeah. So it's sweater house. Crema too. So I think it's somebody's got a company that upcycles sweaters. But they made a really nice job of that, and I think it's quite funky. So I'm pretty sure someone will like that. £2. If I'm not saying the price, it's because it's £2. Oops, what have I done? And this again was another kind of upcycled, repurposed thing. And this, the label in this, let me show you, it's really strange. Chilly Chill. And if I get it the right way around, it says altered designs, mixed fabrics, hand wash, air dry. So this is kind of, it's very handmade, but done professionally. And what they've done is they've taken this woolly material, made a sort of work style dress out of it, but put on felt applique. It's all a bit funky, but I just like the unusual stuff. And of course the dress with pockets is, which this has its pockets in the front, is lovely. Quite a tiny size though, I think it's fair to say. That's going to be for someone quite skinny. Just about go on one of my legs, possibly. There we go. Ah, no. Bought a piece of jewellery for £1. I thought this was quite brutalist, a bit mad. It was just something about it. It looked like a nice quality piece. It had some weight. Oh, well, now I look at it, the chain's a bit kinked, which is very, very annoying. And it's by, who's it by? There's a tiny label. Oh, that's right, Oliver Bonas, the people that make the quite nice clothes. So I thought someone might appreciate that. I only paid £1 for it, so I didn't mind. I'm a bit wary when it comes to jewellery, but I know what I like, so I think anything that's a bit unusual really. Brutalist, yes, I love that word, brutalist. Sort of sums it all about me. Now this I got because I thought someone might want this, and I did pay £2 for it, but it's a Brit Awards. Hey, like one for Lex. But this was 2014. Atomic. Yes, atomic is a very good word. There we go, it actually says Brit Awards 2014. So I don't know if it will be popular or not, but you know, there's someone who will feel like they want to have been there on the night, so maybe that's where it came from. And it's in pretty decent condition otherwise. It's a very odd colour. I would say it's grey, but it almost has a bit of khaki about it. Been car shopping, but not found out. Oh, I've not found anything. Oh, that's a real shame. Yeah, there's nothing more annoying than not finding anything when you're trying to look. You know, I always go to this shop after my... Yes, you are a BAFTA winner, and your acceptance speech was very gracious. If somewhat emotional. It was brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Oh, God, right. And clanky jewellery thing. Ah, I've got to photograph this lot, you know. It's going to take me all afternoon. Right, the rest of my haul, she hasn't got a Brit yet. Well, you know, more singing. It's singing, isn't it, the Brits? Yes. Or karaoke in the car. Oh. Seamsies. Right, I am not one for trainers. But I just thought these was weird enough to be a possible. And what did I pay for these? I did pay £2 for these. Not bad. They probably need a clean up because they're a bit nut on the soles. Ugh. Not too feety though. As Mel would say, not too feety. And I did look up the number, and they had, you know, they're genuine. They look a bit easy, but then they're not. They are called something else because I did have a check because I'm no expert. They're Air Jordan. They've got the little bloke inside. There you go. So they are like Air Jordan. It's all on the back and everything. Yes, for her brilliant film work. We all love Lex's videos. Just superb. Guaranteed entertainment. And you might learn something. So I don't know, but I know that there's some money in them, especially when I paid £2 for them. But a bit of cleaning, I think, is needed there. And how's this for a trip back in time? There we go. We're hearing that tan... Oh, they'll probably look better that way around. We're hearing that tan is going to be a colour thing. These very much have a... But they're not desperately worn. There's very little wear on these. And they were £2 as well. There's the label. Bit of a scratch issue going on there, but they're hand lasted. I think that means they're made by hand, and the last is the thing that they put them on. And they seemed on comps to actually get some money. So for £2, I thought, you know what, it's worth a go. I do okay on men's shoes. They're not desperately worn. They're leather soles, of course. If I see a shoe with a leather sole, I'm quite interested, because it's quality and they're well made. The fact that I don't know anyone that would actually be seen dead wearing them. Right, here we go. Right, we're getting to the bottom of the bag now, so I will be done. Yes, I'm not sure what all this was, but I found this lens and I checked it out. It's a Minolta, oh god, here we go, a zoom 35 to 105mm, and it looked to be in decent condition, and they do get some money. And to be honest, I think I paid £1 for it, or £1.50. Ah, £1. There we go, £1 English pound. Laters, Karen. Catch you later. So I checked those out. That's an extra bit that doesn't actually go with this, but there we go. That's got some money in it. That's certainly not a fail by any means. And last but by no means least, yes, tarot cards. I've definitely sold these before. This is the Rider-Waite pack. I'm going to check which edition because it makes a difference. There were people who collect these. I have a few sets myself. Oh, that's interesting. There's a blank one there. And this had an extra booklet with it, which I've not seen. I've not seen the extra little booklet. So clearly, I have to go through. See, they usually come with instructions, albeit brief ones. But these are the sort of traditional ones that people get very spooked out by. And they're in fantastic condition. Where's my favourite one? Oh, Wheel of Fortune. There we are. Good one for resellers. Wheel of Fortune is our card for this year. So, yeah, although I do use them for divination and work, I'm not really, it's not totally my field. I know lots of people who are incredibly good with these. But there are people who want to collect them, and there's always a market. Yeah, you can actually. I was given a blank tarot set, and I never did make my own because I never had the bloody time. I don't give readings as such. I work with the cards, I do use them, but I don't sort of sit and do readings for people. A very good friend of mine does, a lady called Becky Bird. She actually does up in the sort of Caterham, Kenley area. She often does psychic fairs and all that sort of thing. It's not really my bag. Yeah, weather magic's more my thing, as I proved at Hitching when it absolutely pished it down. But having said that, I am quite known for weather magic. I'm known as Heather the Weather in certain circles. But anyway, I've digressed, haven't I? What's this? You did yours on New Year's Eve, and it's all coming true. I think if the key with tarot is to remember it isn't the tarot that's doing the work, it's your unconscious, and this is just a tool to take you out of everyday reality and enable you to see what's there to be seen. Also, it's not set in stone. It's about, yeah, it's a bit epic, especially with that rain. But you know, I can dodge the odd showers and things and work for that. But when you've got a massive swathe of low pressure hanging about, that you can't. No, you just can't. It's impossible. So that's a whole other episode. That is weather magic. Right. So I have shown you almost everything. This. Now, I don't know what this is. I couldn't resist him. I thought he was a duck, but he can't because he's got feety feet. He sort of looks a bit Japanesey. He's got gold painted things. This is Walter's fault for encouraging me to buy things and just experiment. I thought he had something about the face. I thought maybe he's a goose. Or a pheasant, or I don't know what he is, but he's not a duck because he hasn't got webbed feet. So I need to do some research and look into a wee duck. I did pay £2 for him. What flagged him up to me was mainly the fact that you probably can't tell, but the colour of the porcelain's slightly bluish, and I think that makes it old. Absolutely bugger all marks, which is annoying. There's nothing on there at all, but there was something about it. Didn't come with any free spiders. Doesn't smell of anything. There was something about him, and I do that. I have got a little shelf, like Karen, who's now gone, has her granny shelf. I've got my must research into pottery shelf and learn. But time has gotten away with me, and the shelf grows, and my knowledge remains molecularly small. So yeah. But if anyone knows anything about anything like this, help. I really need to pick someone's brains. Perhaps in exchange for some clothing advice, who knows. So, right. Gosh, I'm going to have to look at this again and read all the chat. Because I've been hopeless at keeping up with it. But thank you for joining me this morning. It's been lovely to see you all, and lovely to see most of you in the flesh. Hopefully we will all get together again one day. And if you like it, cool. I'll probably do another one sometime. But I'm very unpredictable because I just can't get myself organised. And I'll only really come on if I've actually got something to show you. Otherwise it's just me burbling in a corner and scratching my head. So take care, guys, and I will see you soon. Tatty bye now. How do I do this? No, that's not Delft. Hang on. There we go. Bye.